Yo, 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 it's your boy Pokemon Collector Josh back at it again with another banger video today. Today we got a really banger video. We got some PSA graded cards. PSA graded cards. PSA graded cards. Very excited. Just got back from vacation. Literally came back Sunday. Today is Wednesday. Cards came Monday, so I had to skedaddle on over to grab the cards and sign for them. These are all Joey's cards for a shout out. My boy Joey. These are not mine. Sorry. I will link or post a little picture here of his eBay if you have any interest in his cards. Some of his cards, per my recommendation, he's probably going to keep, but we're going to go in and just get right on into it. But yes, I went on a cruise with my girlfriend and her parents. We went on a Norwegian ship, the Norwegian Prima. Very nice boat, for sure. We went to their private island. I forget the name of it, to be 100% honest with you. We went to Grand Cayman, Jamaica, and Cozumel in Mexico. So we'll start with one box at a time here. It was a beautiful trip. I'll post some photos before we get on into this. And as you can see, some very pretty places. I also got engaged to my awesome and beautiful girlfriend. I will also post a picture of that on the screen now. While I get into these cards, I guess I'll just take out one and just kind of go from there. First card here. Very good condition, but we do have a nick in the corner, so this is probably a 9. I would say Joey got a little cooked with these grades. I've already looked at them, unfortunately. This is a very beautiful card and a beautiful artwork. Unfortunately, the Charizard V from the Ultra Premium Collection box in 2022, it got a little PSA 8. Very beautiful card. Definitely very off-center. Most of these cards I told Joey, they probably weren't going to get a 10. So we got some pretty nice cards here. I told him he should grade all his Charizards. You should always grade your Charizards. It's just an investment for the future, whatever that may be. This card is very worn, so it's definitely one of the older ones that we submitted for him. We got some whitening in the top there, the bottom corner. And we got a nice dark Charizard holographic in a PSA 8. Look at that beautiful hollow pattern there. Definitely some scratches in that hollow, as you can see right there. But yeah, very cool card that he purchased on eBay, I believe. PSA 5 to be expected. But very nice card, very nice artwork. So of course we're getting right into the Charizards, which are probably the coolest cards of the submission. Spoiler. But yeah, for Christmas, got some pretty, changed up the backdrop a little bit just before we get into any more cards. Sorry if you're interested in just the cards, but we got Charizard, got a nice Charmander Campbell soup, Pez Pikachu dispenser. My sister made me this awesome Pokemon Collector Josh thing for my backdrop. And my sister bought me this for Christmas, the Buff Piplup, which is pretty cool. Got the Snoop Dogg in the candle. Shout out to Witch's Window, who I will pop up on the screen now. They are I am free advertising for them. You're welcome. I got this in Jamaica, Jamaican Squirtle, Pikachu from the collector chest. Pretty cool. Get right into this next card here. A Celebrations Blastoise. I think we might have the full 3, maybe. It does not look like they put them in cert order, so we got a nice Blastoise from Celebrations. Off center, left to right, for sure. And definitely a little speck of whitening there, and a little speck of whitening there, so no surprise, and centering is off as well. Really cool card. He's trying to collect the entire Celebration set before the 30th anniversary comes out. Alright, got the next card here. Let's see. Definitely a significant amount of whitening on the bottom of the card, top right of the card. But this one I put with the... Okay, so maybe they are in certain order, who knows. Put this with the Blastoise Celebrations cards. Thought it'd be cool to have a fun little, cert one after the other. Base set 2 Blastoise, nice holographic. Definitely some scratching in that hollow pattern right there that you can see. Centering looks pretty good. Maybe a little off center, a little crooked this way. But very nice card, awesome card. I have this same card, probably in a little bit worse condition, that I got from a collection, which I might grade 2, but the fact that this got a 5 means that mine's probably like a 2. But it is what it is. We're also using a new microphone. It is the, let's see, yep, here we go. this guy. So let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. I think it's going to be too loud, though. I did a little test video beforehand. Next card, we got an older card as well, with all the whitening, you can tell at the top there. He purchased this card. I think he bought it on eBay, or he got it from somebody else. Here comes Team Rocket Holographic. Pretty cool card from 2000 Team Rocket. Holo looks very nice on this one. Unfortunately, because there's so much going on the photo, there's very little holo, which is why I think it's not extremely collectible, but it's still a cool card. Definitely off-center. Really cool card nonetheless. Let's get on to the next card here. We got 40 cards, by the way. So, next card here, also pretty damaged. I think I put some of the more vintage stuff together just to keep it together. Yep. So we got a PSA 3. I feel like 3 is very harsh on this. Erica Holographic. This holo is much better. From Gym Heroes. Very nice card. Let me see if I can find... Oh, yep, there's a little... Yeah, you can see it right there. Boop. That'll do it. That lift in the card there. That will justify the 3, I imagine, but still a really cool card nonetheless. That's probably repairable, to be 100% honest. Maybe. It's almost like a dent. So maybe not. Who knows? But cool card. He wanted to grade some of these old cards he had, which I don't blame him. They're cool. Cool collector items. This is definitely modern. As you can see, very nice condition. I'm not one to really hide grades. I think it's kind of silly. Who cares? I'm just like showing them off. This was very clean, which is why I think I suggested sending it. I don't see where... It must be some scratching on the card or something. Mew VMAX Gold from Lost Origin. Really cool card. Nope, it's probably the centering. Centering off left to right. So that's probably why they justified the 9 there. But really cool card. A very unique card that I don't think will increase in value for quite some time. But maybe someday it will. Who knows? Let's check out this next card here. Let's see. On camera, it looks very clean. In person, it looks really clean. Looks like maybe a little whitening in that top right corner there. But we do have our first 10 of the video, an Articuno illustration rare from Journey Together. One of the top hits from the set, I think. I mean, it's a very cool card. I really like the illustration rare. I think I have a couple myself, but I definitely don't think they're 10 contenders, so this is a very nice hit for him. I imagine this is one he'll probably sell to collect his Celebrations 25th anniversary cards. So if anybody would be interested in this, let him know. Very cool card. Oops, I went right to the front. We got a Pikachu from 151, unfortunately grabbing that 9. What I'm seeing, centering looks very nice on this card. Top to bottom, left to right. Maybe a little heavy on the bottom. Yep, definitely just a single speck of whitening in the top right. Significant enough to probably get him that 9. Along with that, maybe in that top left as well. Ever so slightly. But again, Pikachu, especially in illustration rare, I mean, this art is okay. There's definitely some better ones out there, like the Secret Rare from Crown Zenith. That is definitely a much better and cooler artwork in my personal opinion. This card also looks very clean on the back. Very, very small specks of whitening in the corners on this card. This card landed a 10. It looked very clean to me, so I'm not shocked. Very, very slightly off center left to right there, but I think it's barely enough to get him that 10, which is great. Really cool card from Surging Sparks in the Ceruledge. Again, this is probably another card he'd be interested in selling, so hit him up for that. Really unique card and artwork there for sure. I wish they did like imagine like the Cosmos foils from like that Erica card. Imagine this on that. That would be really cool. Okay. But yes, I don't think he got that many 10s, but the 10s that he got were very nice cards. So. Prices are going to be on screen, obviously, as you've been watching. We got definitely a very, very small spec. I'm very harsh grader, to be honest, myself. But definitely a speck of whitening in that top right corner there. And a very small one in that bottom right. can't really see on camera. This Kangaskhan pulled the 9, which I guess that speck of whitening must have been enough, because that centering looks pretty good. Maybe a little bottom heavy, but Kangaskhan, I really like this artwork. Pretty simple artwork. I like that. It reminds me of New Hampshire, where I live, with those mountainous backgrounds in the forest and a cool little Quagsire in the pond there on the side of the road. Really cool artwork. I wanted him to send this one in because I thought it was really cool, and I thought I had a chance of getting a 10, even with that speck of whitening, because there is room for one flaw, so there must be something else smaller that I can't see. It happens, boys. It happens. A lot of these cards, like I mentioned, he did send with my suggestion. Like, a lot of these are very, very, very clean cards. Again, speck of whitening in the top right corner there. And this card, unfortunately, pulled the 9 from Destined Rivals, the Rockets Wobbuffet. I really like illustration rares. I think they're going to hold their value, especially because Scarlet and Violet were the first illustration rares, so something that I think would hold value in the future. I also think that Pokemon shouldn't overdo it with the illustration rares. There's almost, like, I mean, we've had a whole generation of illustration rares, and they are doing them again in Mega Evolution, so it's like, when is it going to be overdone, is my question. Definitely some whitening in 3 of the corners here, so this is probably just one that he wanted to submit to have. Misty's Lapras illustration rare. Really cool artwork on this card. Could see why you'd want to submit this one. Also from Destined Rivals, Lapras illustration rare. Front looks really nice. I didn't think this was going to 10. I would have never told him, hey, this is going to 10, because, well, it's got 3 specks of whitening, for sure. Boom, bam, bop. Really cool card nonetheless. So this must be like a little illustration rare stretch here. What else we got? Looks like we got a speck of whitening in that corner. Otherwise, looking very nice. Unfortunately, this also got a 9 in Misty's Psyduck. Really cool and pretty sought after card, I feel like. Probably not in a 9. Probably about the same as raw value, unfortunately, but really cool card. I really like the artwork associated with that, and it reminds me of my old manager. Shout out Caitlin. You're probably not watching this, but shout out to you anyways. Really cool card. We got Rockets Houndoom, also from Destined Rivals. Getting that in 9, unfortunately, again. Very nice. I mean, it's in good condition. Maybe slightly off left to right there. And I guess that one tiny, tiny, tiny little speck of whitening. I mean, this card is in very good condition. They've really bent him over, for sure. Alright, we're getting close to the halfway mark. Getting through some. This is a very clean card. Whatever this is. If this, based off how the card is cut, interestingly enough, looks like a Celebrations card to me. So I'm wondering if this is the Celebrations Charizard. Nope, definitely not. Spoiler! This is Ethan's Typhlosion from Destined Rivals. It just looked like it had that cut. You know what the cut I'm talking about. Definitely off center left to right ever so slightly, but in top to bottom it's crooked in this direction. I thought it was good enough to at least pull that 10 because that back is perfect. That looks very nice. So they bent him over on it. What else we got? It's been a while since... Oh, this card's rough. Okay. Whitening, 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 whitening. Whitening on all 4 corners. It's been a while since I've submitted this card for him. And this card, I believe he bought on eBay. Maybe? I told him to submit this one because this is the top chase from Paradox Rift. Very awesome artwork on this Groudon illustration rare. Whoever designed this card, which would be a Nurakabi? Is that how you say that? Beautiful artwork on this card. There's definitely a good reason why that is the top chase from the set. Unfortunately got an 8, but those corners, that's an 8. That's an 8. For sure. Borderline 7. There's a nice speck. No, there's a little indentation on this card. Right there. A little speck. That's almost like a little indent. So I can see why this might have gone in 9 or something. Yep, Mantike. Illustration rare from Paradox Rift, I believe. Beautiful card other than that, and maybe a little off in the centering department, but very nice card. I must not have saw that, or it was in transit, because I thought this was a 10 when I looked at it. I remember pretty clearly. I think that spec really dim in. I don't remember seeing that, so. But yeah, there's that. Really cool card. This is very off center on the back. It's like crooked this way, or I guess the other direction. And again, this is one of those Charizards from that Ultra Premium Collection box. Again, off center, very rough looking, but a beautiful artwork. Definitely a card to grade if you have it, especially if you could get it with that Mewtwo and you can have the dual cert. Really cool card to have. But yeah, very off center. 8, very deserved for sure. Oh, and here's the other Charizard. I don't know why they weren't put together. I know I did cert number wise they should be, but first box is done. We got the other Charizard from that box, and he got a very interesting grade of an 8.5. I don't think I have a 0.5 myself, other than a CGC card. So pretty unique card to say the least. 8.5, I don't really know their justification. Centering off. Corner is cut very strangely. It's almost squared. Ding and a ding. So 2 dings, weird corner cutting, centering. Just give the man the 8. I don't see the point of an 8.5, but very unique grade. It could maybe give it more value in the future. Probably not though. Cool card nonetheless. And it's shaking in the case. Always fine. Next box here of 20 cards. I think this is, well, the biggest submission I had on the channel was either 40 or 50. This is 40, so we're about tied with that. But those cards that I submitted were not valuable. I don't know what the hell I was doing at that point in my life. But I just wanted content, and that's what we did. And it was cheap, so fuck it. Alright, here we go. The first card here. This card's pretty beat up in the corners, for sure. That corner looks pretty rough. Here, I'll use my finger. Rough corner. Corner looking a little rough. We got a nice Iron Crown special illustration rare from the good old Prismatic Evolutions. He hit a, spoiler alert, a small God Pack. The 3-card God Pack. Demigod Pack, I think is what people are calling him. I would say with the back alone, the 8 is justified. The front looks really good. I told them to grade it because, well, special illustration rares, I think they're really cool. I think they'll eventually have much higher value than what it currently is. For sure. But we'll see. Theoretically, this should be another one of those special illustration rares. Ding in the corners, but much better condition. Little ding there, and a little ding there. Centering in the back looks good, slightly off left to right. Oh, I guess not. This is a surprise box exclusive Umbreon. He opened quite a few of these surprise boxes. Chasing the Umbreon, because for a while it was a lot of money. But this got a 9, unfortunately. I said it was worth the risk, and, well, we did not reap the benefits of that. 2 dings, 9. Every day of the week now. For sure. And turnaround time, I think I submitted these in the end of November, this card. So, yeah, a couple months. I'd say probably less than 2 months, really. Which is pretty cool. Centering on this, or the back is beautiful on this. No whitening that I see. Very nice card. And it got that 10. I might even offer to buy this off of him to go along with my Giratina V-Star that I got graded a while back. That got a PSA 10 as well. But I also think he wants the whole 10 lot, so we'll see. I had this card. I didn't think it would 10 when I sold it. I sold it for, I think, 120, which I think was its high. So I kind of lucked out there. Really cool card to get in a 10. I didn't think mine was going to 10. I think it had one imperfection that, especially nowadays, would not 10. So I'm glad I sold it. This is a very nice copy for sure. Honestly, There's some scratches down there. I don't think this would get the BGS 10. Really cool card nonetheless. Very great. Giratina's the most valuable, which is nice. I already got that one out of the way. I did pull that on the channel. It's in one of my shorts in my daily pack opening. So if you go back in my daily pack openings, you can find it's a Crown Zenith pack, obviously, which I haven't done a ton of those on the daily pack. So take a look. My reaction was pretty good. I was very excited nonetheless. Got a weird cut card again in that corner. Centering, that's on the case. We got ding in that corner there. So let's see what card this is. This is the Mimikyu from... Oh. Derp, derp, derp. Paldean Fates ETB, little off center. Definitely worthy of the 9. Cool card. Mimikyu is a semi-popular Pokemon. Definitely worth holding onto. This card's very damaged, so it must be an older card. Boom, bam, bop, boom. He bought this on eBay. I remember him telling me. The last time he got cards graded with Joey, he graded the holo version of this card, which got a very bad grade. I told him it was in terrible condition. He wanted a nicer copy for the reverse holo, and that is what he bought. Definitely got some scratches in the holo that you can see there. I feel like this is a solid 7. I think the 7 is justified, especially with those corners alone. I'm surprised I didn't get like a 6. So, great. I think I told him it was going to be a 6-7, so he definitely got lucky there with the 7, I think. Great card nonetheless. Charizard's grade him. That's just my motto. All of these are shaking, by the way. Off center pretty badly on the back. And this got a 10. I know they're very lenient with the back centering still, I think. I think it's 70-30 still. It might be 70-30 still, but like... Corners are great. I did not think this was going to 10. But Radiant Charizard. This might be one he'd be interested in selling. I don't think it's probably not worth that much. But really cool design. Radiant cards aren't very popular. Even Charizard, I don't think this is too popular. But cool card from Crown Zenith. 10s of the video. This card's got dings in 3 of the 4 corners. Very small dings. You probably won't be able to see them on camera, really. This got a 9 from the Charizard EX Super Premium Collection, which is what that came from. He opened quite a few of these. I have a bunch of these lying around that I'll probably grade as well. I think we graded 2 or 3. Which is what I'm assuming this probably is, if they at least try to put them in certain order. This has very small dings in the corners as well from rustling around in those boxes, probably. But the quality control in these wasn't too bad, so I thought I'd give them a try. And, well, standards increased, I think, since we returned them in. And this card's very clean on the back. Backwise, this is worthy of a 10. Yep, okay, this is probably the best card in this submission. He got really lucky with this Charizard from the Classic Collection in Celebration. It's a very nice artwork, a very nice card. It's a classic. I love the hollow pattern they used. Centering is definitely off slightly. Left to right for sure. Top to bottom maybe a little bit too. But it was within their parameters enough to give it that 10. So cheers for that. Definitely not a BGS candidate in my opinion. It'd probably get a 9.5. But still a very unique and cool card nonetheless. It might pull a 10 with a 9.5 centering, but we'll never know probably. Really cool card. We'll take that. They did not put these in the right order. I don't know what the hell happened here. Get a nice white speck there that you can definitely see on camera. A very small one there that you can't see on camera. The Venusaur, so he got a 9 on the Blastoise, a 9 on the Venusaur, and a 10 in the Charizard. He already had these 3 in a full PSA 10 group. So I think he just sold these to resell. So he might be interested in selling the 2 9s that he got and maybe one of the 10 Charizards to buy more of the Celebrations cards. Centering off, and then we had that speck of whitening. So I would say definitely worth the 9 there. For Rizzle. Let's see what else we got going here. We got very clean looking back on this guy. Put the light on it a little bit. It looks pretty clean. Might be a 10. Yep. The Gengar EX from Temporal Forces pulled the 10. And for just a regular full art from a basic Scarlet and Violet set, this is a relatively valuable card for the last time I looked, so we'll take a look. Obviously, you saw the number on screen, so definitely off center left to right. That is off center. But we'll take it. We'll take that 10. Ding ding. Couple dings on the top of this card. That one you might be able to see. That one you can definitely see. It's probably a 9. Yep. Gengar from Lost Origin. The front looks very good on this card. Centering is very nice. Wish it pulled that 10 because this would be worth quite a bit, I believe. But still a really cool card nonetheless. It'll hold its value for sure. Gengar is a very popular Pokemon. Next up, we got this card, which is very clean, minus a very tiny, tiny, tiny speck. You can't really see. And the Snorlax pulled the 10 from Lost Origin. Now, this is a very good card that I'll be recommending holding. Snorlax, popular Pokemon. What are these called? Trainer Art Gallery cards, they were short-lived. You know, halfway through the Sword and Shield era, they were like, here, let's do these. They're cool. I love the yellow borders they did with these versus the gray, but I think the gray looks a little bit better for at least the illustration rares stuff. I'll say that. But I like the yellow borders in every other card otherwise. But yeah, it's pulled to 10. I would say that's probably the one minor flaw that they allowed, and it looks like there's a hair in the slab in that same corner, which is pretty cool. Right? Can you see that? It's like a white. Not really, but cool card. I'll definitely. That one's not shaking, which is good. That one I would recommend keeping for him. This card has a clean back, but the corner's a little weird, so I don't know if this will 10 or not. Oh, we submitted 2 of them. So we submitted we got a 9 and a 10. I would say the 9's probably justified with how the weirdly cut the corners are. Like if you look here, it almost has like a weird, like a straight on it. Like you went like that with the card, which I think this one was probably stored in an ETB. So you got a 9 and a 10. Pretty cool. Are they cert? Yep, they're in the right cert order, which is cool. All right, go to the next one. This one's really fucked up. This one got a really fucked up corner. It's like it was like dropped on it. Why did I... What? I think I just had him grade this to grade it because I do remember this little line being there. It's like a little line. I don't remember that. I feel like I would have remembered that. I thought this artwork was really cool. Nidoking's EX Special Illustration Rare from Destined Rivals. Worthy of the 8, probably. Centering looks good. So, yeah, I'd say it was worthy of the 8. Very nice card. Nidoking is an underrated Pokemon. I feel like not enough people give him the love he deserves. This card, beautiful in the back. The only reason this gets a 9 is the front centering. Yes, I can see why this got a 10. Crobat EX Special Illustration Rare, also from Destined Rivals. He opened a ton of Destined Rivals, so he got a lot of pulls from it. I don't think he ever got the Garchomp EX Special Illustration Rare, which I have. It's getting graded right now through GameStop, they're all closing. The nearest GameStop to me now, the 2 nearest closed. One was half an hour away, one was like 20. Now the nearest is an hour away, so my cards are getting redirected to there, which kind of sucks. But really cool artwork. Again, another underappreciated Pokemon, underappreciated artwork. This will be worth holding for the future, absolutely. Even though it's underappreciated. This one, again, very beautiful back. Again, if this gets a 9, it's due to something on the front. Yep, Team Rocket's Giovanni. Again, another special illustration rare from Destined Rivals. I think we might have graded 2 of these. This one's absolutely beautiful. I think it looks like a regular trainer full art, so I think they messed up a little bit with the artwork on this one. And it also looks very similar to the full art version of the card. So Giovanni, a very popular trainer. Surprising because he's a male. But still really cool nonetheless. I think there's quite a few Giovannis that I have in here. Yeah, this one's pretty rough. Corner. And again, this one got an 8. Which I can see the reason why, to be honest. But I believe we have one more 10 in this box. And it's definitely not this one. This one, again, corner issue, corner issue. This one, yeah. Oh, imagine this got a 10. This is an absolute chef's kiss card. Chef's kiss card. I think he has the Latios EX Special Illustration Rare from the same set that goes with it. Um, and I think that one got a 9. I think we submitted 2. So I think they both got 9s. So he has an 8 of this and a 9 of the other, and this card is probably worth the same as raw, if not less. He bought it on eBay, so cards like this I would never recommend buying on eBay, boys. This is rough. An 8's a little harsh, but I can see why. Corner fuckery. Corner fuckery. Corner fuckery. You can see a little lift there. Yeah, whoever owned this did not take the best care of it, for sure. Too bad. One more card in today's longer video, 30 minutes we're at. And I believe, I could have sworn we got another 10, but this card looks a little rough. Top right, definitely some whitening there. I think this is a Giovanni. Nope. I could have sworn we did a regular 4. I got a 10. But whatever. We got a nice Palafin EX from the 3 special illustration rares from that pack, which the third one was, I think, a Leafeon. I don't know why we wouldn't have submitted that unless we did in the previous submission. I don't remember, to be 100% honest with you. This got a 9. I think it's deserved from that back corner for sure. Centering is off, definitely top to bottom for sure as well. So, if you're new to the channel, we're at 841 subscribers. I appreciate the love while I'm gone, by the way. Got like 15 new subs, which is pretty cool. If you're new to the channel, please leave a like on this video and subscribe for more PSA openings. I usually do probably a couple a year. I try to. It's kind of hard. I submit most of mine through GameStop now because I can't justify sending this many cards at the moment until GameStop goes away, which is probably soon, I imagine. So we'll have to start using PSA, which kind of sucks. I do have a surprise from PSA it's a single submission from PSA that I did. That should be coming back soon. I'll do a short on it because it's just a single card. I do some singles short videos for my single PSA cards, so stay tuned for that. I usually try to only submit cards I know or at least have high hopes of 10s, so, or just something cool like PSA exclusives and stuff like that. But again, leave a like and subscribe for me. I appreciate you guys, and stay tuned for the next video. I might put a couple clips at the end of the trip, so if you want to watch those, I appreciate it. Have a good day.